us about speech pathology that we only work with stutterers or we only work with kids, but we actually cover a really broad range of practice.
The social work role is to provide care to patients and their families and offer resources that are available at the state and federal levels to both staff and patient families.
I'm a podiatrist, so anything basically below the knee and your feet we're the experts.
I do the jobs that the dietitians or the health promotion officers want me to do. Basically, you're just there to make their professional day-to-day life a lot easier.
A typical day as an EP would involve working with some exercise with some patients, writing a lot of patient notes after each consultation, and planning your next day.
OTs work with people all ages, basically help people to be as independent as they can and get back to doing what they enjoy doing. So for example, in our prematurity clinic, which OT are involved with as well as physio and speech pathology, we've checked that kids are meeting their milestones, particularly if they're born prematurely and might be a little bit delayed.
After every client, you have to write quite a detailed note of the assessment you did, what you discussed, treatments that you gave the patient, and what you're hoping to do next time. And you have to do that for every single client that you see every day.
I think there's a very big misconception as well out there that dietitians are the food police, and we're just out there wanting to tell everyone to eat their 2 fruits and 5 vegetables and that's about it. But we also work with people in the community who might have type 1 diabetes or type 2 diabetes, other chronic medical conditions as well.
When I was in high school, I didn't realise that radiology is actually a 24-hour service and a very important factor of emergency healthcare. We work business hours and then we're on call afterwards.
You can see little babies, so people that are starting to be new walkers, but we do target more to that older age group. Just in the comorbidities that we see, more people with diabetes or problems like that.
Training to be an EP is usually university standard qualification.
So for some courses you need to do some science-based subjects. Usually English is necessary for all of the courses.
In Victoria, you actually can't do a Bachelor of Dietetics. You need to do a health science or a nutrition degree to get into a Master of Dietetics.
We've got girls that have gone to all different universities. We've got ACU, La Trobe, Melbourne Uni and Charles Sturt in Albury-Wodonga. So there's lots of options available.
I personally found PE in year 11 and 12 was quite applicable to my physio degree in that first year or two.
Biology was extremely helpful when I started occupational therapy.
Doing physics at high school, it's really helpful because our degree is focused around physics.
In saying that, you can choose one of the 3 sciences. That's how I got into it. And they say either bio, chem or physics. Physics does help in every day-to-day work, but I didn't do it. I just caught up with it at uni. It's not a big deal.
Would be also handy if you do have that prior knowledge of chemistry, whether you study that in year 12, but you can also do that in university as well, and that's what I did. I didn't study chemistry in year 12 and I turned out fine. So there's lots of different pathways that you can take.
I think work experience is an excellent idea for anyone thinking about OT or any other career in health.
It's not until you actually get in there and see what they do to go, that's what I do want to do, or maybe it's not what you want to do, but that's probably the best way to go about it, I would say.
No matter how hard you plan your day, sometimes it becomes very varied and we just need to roll with what presents in the morning. So that's the challenge, but it's also what makes my role exciting.
You don't know what you're walking into each day, and we don't have specialist dietitians here as well, so you've worked with a lot of different medical conditions, so you kind of have to think on your feet sometimes and do some quick research before you see someone.
To be a good physio, you want to be able to be a really good communicator.
Be confident in yourself. I think you need to have an outgoing personality, and I think you need to love talking to people. So much of what we do is talking about talking, and now that's quite a skill.
You also have to be really good with time management, and a bit of common sense also helps.
And it doesn't change anywhere over the world. I actually worked as a radiographer over in the UK, so it was recognised over there as well, which I thought was really cool.
If I was talking to the younger me, I would encourage me to take my time in choosing what I wanted to do. That if you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life.
Podiatrists in general are really friendly and they will take you on if you just want to come in for a day to observe.
Having that extra time out of high school to figure out what I wanted to do and have some other work experience in hospitality actually gave me more life experience, which helped me during my studies and with my people skills as well.
Don't plan your life around what's happening there and then. Don't necessarily take your high school boyfriend to uni with you, and don't nearly change your whole career path for a guy.
I would definitely tell myself that you can do it. I didn't think I was clever enough to do radiography, and I persisted and I knuckled down. So don't tell yourself that you can't do it, because you can. There's a lot of opportunities to get into different things at the moment. So definitely look at all the other ways to go around it. What you want to do, you can do it.